Here in Holyoke, Massachusetts, I'm Brennan McGrevy alongside Oliver Shack. Oliver, the Blue Sox are coming off a tough loss to the Bristol Blues, 15-2. What can the Blue Sox do today to come away with a win?
I think just more energy, right? And for the first couple innings, they were on top, and then that fourth inning, it started to just really unwind. 7 runs for Bristol, all with 2 outs. And then from that point on, the Blues just kept on scoring and piling up the runs. So a hot start is really needed today, and it starts with the starting pitcher, Matt Loria.
Yeah, you said it best. The Blue Sox, got to get the pitching going and they got to get the bats going. But Oliver, you've been spending your summer here with the Blue Sox. What have you learned from calling so many summer baseball games here as an intern?
It's by far the most games I've ever called within a certain amount of time. I think I'm at 36 on the summer. I came in with about 15 in my entire life. So it's definitely been a journey as far as understanding what my style is, being able to overcome the mistakes I make on the air and bouncing back from them and just having fun with it. Because at the end of the day, it's baseball, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Summer baseball, no better feeling than that. And again, Mackenzie Stadium, here's a special place, but do you have another place in mind that you really enjoyed visiting and calling games on the road?
I would definitely say Newport. That place gets rocking really, really well. Vermont has great home fans as well. I think a lot of the stadiums in the NECBL are very nice, and it's just cool to see communities rally together for these teams over the summer.
Yeah, the NECBL has a lot of good talent. And is there anybody on the Blue Sox who you think has been the best player you've watched this season?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think a lot of the guys have a lot of talent. I mean, Logan Hugo's been a table setter in the leadoff role. Jonathan Hogart has some of the most raw power I've seen. Michael Toth, who you're going to interview in a few moments, one of the best arms behind the plate as a catcher that I've ever seen, regardless of college or the NECBL. There's a ton of talent on this team, and it's really cool to see all these players from different Division I schools and Division II and Division III come together for the summer.
I like that response. I like that. And my final question for you, Oliver, do you have any advice to people who are trying to get on more broadcasts and get their voice out there and pursue sports broadcasting?
I would say reps are everything, right? You can't get better if you're not doing it. That's something that I've learned this summer. Obviously, sacrifice being away from home. I'm from LA originally. But if you get the reps any way you can, that's the most important thing when you're young. I'm still trying to get better. I'm not a finished product, and that's what my mindset has been.
Absolutely. Oliver, I appreciate your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Shack here. He's done a phenomenal job for the Blue Sox. Thank you. I'm here with Michael Toth, catcher of the Valley Blue Sox. Mike, what have you learned so far this summer playing summer baseball in the New England Collegiate Baseball League with the Blue Sox?
It's just all about having fun. Every day you're playing baseball and with a good group of guys. So just taking it day by day, learning from your mistakes and learning from your successes and taking it and bringing it back to college where you're at.
Absolutely. And Mike, you're one of the best catchers in the league at catching runners stealing. What is your thoughts going behind the plate to catch runners before they get those bases and get the steals?
I kind of want them to get on base so I can throw them out, but it's just take my time. I know I'm fast enough, I have a good enough arm, so just taking my time with it and make sure it's accurate throw. Accuracy is better than speed, so make sure it's right there for them.
And Mike, you guys have traveled a lot this summer. Do you have a favorite place to play on the road? A stadium that just has an awesome atmosphere and awesome fans.
That's a tough one. I liked going to the Vineyard. The Vineyard was fun, and they had a good crowd. I liked the field, and obviously it's Martha's Vineyard, so it's pretty cool to be there and close to the Cape.
Oh yeah, the Cape has a lot of fun, and it's pretty awesome over there. And Mike, I have this random question, but who is the funniest player on the team? There's a lot of funny guys. I know Will be cracking jokes here and there, but yeah, who do you think's the funniest guy?
I think it's Andre Vidal. He can crack a joke once in a while, and his mannerisms are so funny, and he's just a great team guy, so it's awesome to be around him and just play ball with him.
Awesome. And Mike, if there's one thing you've taken away from playing in this league, what's the greatest memory you've had playing for the Blue Sox this summer?
To be able to play at Mackenzie Field, and I grew up around here and watched games on here, so be able to play in this uniform and play against this atmosphere, it's awesome. It is a dream to be here too.
Mike, I appreciate your time, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Toth, thank you.
So you just heard from Mike Toth with Brendan McGreevy, who's going to be calling Game 1. Now here with Kai Cunningham out of Santa Clara. Kai, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
So you've only been here a few days, and you've gotten a few reps, a few games in play. How have you felt so far being here?
I felt pretty good. I feel relaxed. The atmosphere here is great. The coaches are great. Just here to compete.
And what are the things you're working on this summer in the NECBL?
Right now, probably staying through balls, hitting balls oppo, being on time as much as I can, and trying to get on base as much as I can.
And before you came here a few weeks ago, what were you doing this summer in the off season?
So before I came here, I was up in the Hamptons League. But yeah, before that, I was just working out, grinding. Trying to get my arm strength up a little bit before the season. Doing some plyo stuff. Yeah, it was a big focus.
And so far, how do you feel the talent's been here in the NECBL? Obviously, one of the best summer leagues. I assume you're seeing it being in the plate and in the field.
Yeah, this league's really good. Talent's everywhere. Way better than the Hamptons League. Yeah, a lot of talented guys.
And last question, Georgia native, but you go to Santa Clara across the country. How has that transition been going from the Southeast all the way to the West Coast?
It's been a big change. It's 2 different places, but I love it. I got a lot of family out west. But yeah, it's 2 completely different places, and it's a big change, but it's a place I want to be.
So that's Kai Cunningham, shortstop for the Valley Blue Sox. Moments away from first pitch here. Game 1 of a doubleheader with the North Adams Steeplecats.
All right. So we just heard from a couple of Blue Sox players as well as Oliver Shack. We got Matt Laurie on the mound here today. Great day for baseball here in Holyoke, Massachusetts. I'm going to be calling the first game with Derek DeGallo. It's going to be a great day, and thanks for watching the Blue Sox pregame show.